you're tired, it's gonna be hard to connect to anyone. It's gonna be hard to even try to have a deep conversation with someone, man. You gotta understand that, man. We're going back to it, the way forward. How we gonna get to it? Hey, page 27, man. Reminder, it's hard to connect well with other people when you're feeling exhausted and depleted. When your energy is low and your mind will want to revert to performance behavior that leads to superficial interactions. It takes energy to go deep to give someone your presence. So look, we're breaking it down, and how I'm saying it mainly is when you're so exhausted, and we're not talking about physical. Like physical, you want to go to sleep, you want to, get some rest. But when you're mentally tired, spiritually tired, it's hard for you to have that conversation with people. It's hard for you to try to keep going on what you're going on with, man. Like, I'm going to give you a point, and I'm going to give you an example of, I remember times when I had a bad day, right? My mentals were so, my mental health was so tiring. It was so hard for me to focus and listen to people, It was so hard for me to understand, okay, maybe I need to do a different approach in this. Maybe I need to give them my energy on this time, And that's what it was. It was more of, maybe and sometimes I didn't realize it, bro. Like sometimes I really was just going on in conversation, and maybe I was just tired sometimes. And I thought maybe I could listen. I really wasn't listening because I was so tired. I couldn't, My mind was telling me, bro, like, we need to go. Like, my mind was just like, yo, bro, your mind is so set with performances that just in case you're tired, you're mad, you can switch your mood set straight to that. So times when you're tired or something and you feel like, you want to go to sleep, you're going to go to sleep. But when you have to talk to people and stuff, your behavior going to switch to something where it's simple and you don't even know it's switching, but your mind got you because it's like, yo, I know how you feeling. I'm going to switch it to you. We're going to switch this behavior so it's smoother and clearer for you. And that's what it is, because sometimes when you're trying to go deeper, it's going to be hard sometimes when you're exhausted. It's going to be hard sometimes when you're tired. It's going to be hard, man. So you got to understand that, man. So when your energy's low, let people know, like, hey, look, I can't give you my 100%. I can't even talk to you right now. Let's talk later. Tell them, like, hey, can you give me a little minute? Can you, it's just be honest with people and let them know, like, how you feeling at that moment so they could clearly, okay, we can talk later about it. Okay, I'm going to let you rest for a little bit. We can talk about it later, When you be honest, then and it gives you to recharge your energy, then you can come back to that conversation later on. Some people try to do everything at once. Some people try to do too much. I'm going to give you another example. I go 100% whatever I'm doing. If it's school, if it's life, if it's family stuff. And sometimes I can't do that all the time because then I'm gonna be exhausted all the time, right? But when you understand yourself, how to reconnect your energy, how to give you rest, how to get more energy, how to, recharge yourself, then it's more clearer you could do things. But you got to understand that and connect with yourself more. So at the end of this page, what I'm basically saying is, when times come low, your mind got your back. When you're not feeling it, your mind got you, because they don't set something up so then you can focus on recharging your energy when it's low. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's get to page 28. Intentionally disconnecting is powerful. Hold on. Intentionally disconnecting is powerful. Hold on. Let me read it again. Intentionally disconnecting is powerful. Hold on. Wait a minute. Just wait. Unfollowing, turn off social, not responding to every message can boost your mental health. You don't always have to be on. Unconsciously disconnection limits relationships. Intentional disconnection helps you find your center. Now, what are we talking about? Like, what are we trying to get this? What's the message clearly in page 28? Intentionally disconnecting is powerful. That sentence first clearly shows what's talking about. What it helps you, it finds yourself. When you intentionally disconnect from the world, intentionally, and you're finding yourself, it works life. When you're unfollowing people that don't bring you good energy in your life, or things don't well, like, I'll give you a perfect example. People unfollow me every day because I'm not talking socially stuff, and I got to do a better job of that. That is on my part, right? But I've been on this protecting my energy, protecting my environment so much that I intentionally trying to find myself clearly than anything else. Now, unconscious disconnection limits relationships where you're just doing it and you don't realize you're doing that. You know, like we have a lot of families in our life. So certain relationships in families, you might have bigger, you might be closer to some people in their family than others, What I would say with that, you're just going to have to constantly just try to talk to people. I would say, this is a little tip. Every day, call someone new or someone you haven't talked to in a minute and check on them. And then call someone else, just keep calling someone new in your family different, And then to your friends, call someone you haven't checked up in a minute, If that don't work, then call someone else the next day, Just keep checking on people and see how they're doing. Because that's what matters in this world, man. And that's what this page is pretty much saying is like, make sure this connection is intentional and not unconsciously. Because intentional is, remember if you go back to the other, what we talked before, intention leads to a lot of great action. So in this, intentional disconnection leads you to find yourself, find the path of who you're trying to be and trying to find a center that you need to keep moving forward in life. That's what it's simply saying. So just know that don't have to text everyone back right away. You don't have to, post something on your story every single day, on your Snap every single day. You don't even have to respond right away. Take your time. Sometimes you don't have to, some people text me, I don't even look at it. They send me a message, I don't have to look at it sometimes. Because you don't have to do that all the time, man. You don't have to please, I'm not going to say it's pleasing, but I'm telling you, it's like you don't even realize how you're wasting your energy. You just keep constantly being on social media. My biggest tip for people, and people say, take a ghost mode, my biggest tip, limit your access to the internet or social media. Go in your settings. If you have an iPhone or you have an Android, whatever the case may be, go there and limit your screen time for social media apps. Limit it every single day. That's one tip. 2, go be productive every day. Do something productive. John Cena said this once, and he said, I won't look at the sun, I won't reward myself. He was saying reward himself, but he said, I won't look at the sunset until I did a lot of things productive in a day. And then I question myself, do I deserve this sunset? Do I deserve to relax? Do I deserve to enjoy myself? And that's what I'm clearly saying to you is try to be more focused on productive, but also just know that when you boosting your mental health by doing this unintentionally disconnection, what it helps you be more productive. It helps you be more focused on bettering your own self and, being more communicative relationships and just being more open to, a better version of yourself. And some people who have it hard, if you're an extrovert, just start little, just call someone for a few minutes, check on them, it's going to be hard for you, if you're an introvert. Extrovert, this is to y'all. Stop doing so much and reserve your energy sometimes. You do so much, you don't understand that you constantly hurt it, it's up and it's like a roller coaster, up and down. That's my tip for y'all with this page, how you can do it. So just give yourself a breather this summer. If you really want to know how bad you really been on social media, go on your settings and check how bad you've been on social media. And then realize, okay, I'm going to limit my screen time. Okay, I'm going to do this. What I'm going to do later today, I'm going to limit my social media, my IG. Because what I did, and I tell you this is a good tip, silence your notifications. When you silence your notifications, no, do not have do not disturb on. That's rude. Have silence your notifications, go in your settings, mute, so you don't have notifications pop on your phone, making you clearly want to hop on it, to click on the app, to, what I'm saying? That's one thing I would say, and there's a lot of other things I said, but please just understand from this page, unfollow people that not benefiting your life. Take breaks, social media, take weeks, take months, do a challenge for yourself. Okay, let's see how long I can survive 24 hours without my social media. Let's see how long I can survive 24 hours without, playing a game. Try to do some challenges that could help you reconnect yourself. And also not respond to everything you see, not respond to everything, and I will give one thing about not all men, but a good percent of men and women and a lot of all genders do good is like not like leaving people in red, but looking at a message, not responding right away, and going on your life. Another person might look, oh, you being rude, but it's like, yo, I'm busy right now. I'm gonna look at it later. You know what I'm saying? Like there's times where I like there's a few people in different apps. I haven't hit them back, and I hit them back when I can. You know what I'm saying? That's the respect. You know, like it's not gonna be always on the time, but it's because why do we not respond to every message? Because sometimes some messages could be rude, some messages could be annoying. Sometimes you're locked into the point when you're trying to benefit your life, you don't got time to look at a message. Not trying to be rude to the person, whoever it is, your friend, your girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, whatever the case may be. But sometimes you're not trying to look at it right away, you know? And the other person, depending who it is, might react and feel some type of way when you're not responding. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, you gotta, like, I wanna say this and really say this. Your life is your life. You have one life. Your mental is your mental. If you can't take care of your mental, you can't take care of nobody. You can't take care of your brother. You can't take care of your sister. You can't take care of your mom, dad, if your mental not right. So understand that take care of your health. Like, take care of it. Your health is important. That's one thing what this page is saying. Your health is important. But make sure when you're disconnecting, it's not unconscious. It is intentional. So you can really connect with yourself and reserve your energy and keep better in your life, man. That's what really I'm breaking down this. That's why I got to slow down and break it down so you can understand it clearly. Now the last page, page 29. Next time you think of yourself harshly or you want to force yourself to grow, remember that the only way to move forward is organically. You are nature. Nature cannot help but flow at a gentle and unhurried pace. If you really want to speed things up, set goals, walk toward them without attachment, and peacefully align with actions that feed your inner harmony. You really want to grow? If you really want to grow like nature, man. Like, I want you to when you if people who go to the park who really love nature, who goes to hikings, who goes to see parks, walk around these parks, run, whatever the case may be, you're in these nature's places. I want you to understand that if you see how nature runs, it is really in a nice, good pace. It's in a general way how it runs, not the way we run every day, but how it runs better. And then it says, if you really want to, and then lastly, it says, if you want to really speed up things, 1, set up goals. 2, work toward them without attachment. Meaning you need to have goals when it benefits your life. Set small goals for certain things you're trying to be productive, but don't have no feelings towards it. Don't have nothing. Just walk towards them and just, you know, it is what it is. No, I ain't gonna say don't have no emotion towards it, but you know, to achieve things, you gotta like remove attachment out of it. Because if you have no attachment out of it, then things get better focusing on those goals. And then this is the last thing it said, and this finishing up that sentence is peacefully align with actions that feed your inner harmony. So what they're saying is, make sure those actions you make are peaceful. Because when first, like you set in those goals, you have no attachment. Now, if you peacefully align with these actions, what it does, it makes your harmony, like it feeds your inner harmony. It feeds your inner self. Like you gotta understand, like that you're like let's say you're doing that, right? But it's not feeding your inner harmony. It's not feeding you out. It's doing the opposite. It's distracting you. It's making you feel some type of way, you know, that you're not doing something right. So as you grow and get better every single day, or you grow and you're trying to see how to move, watch nature videos. Like, I don't know if people understand this. If you watch nature videos, it's so great because it's so beautiful, it's so nice and everything. But let's break it down. Look how nature runs. Look how the animals run. Look how the river runs. Look how the birds are chirping. Like, look how everything works. That's because they have their own pace. That's how Mother Nature works. So if you want to work like that, you have to become something to benefit your own life. You know, you have to come into this and look like, you know what? I have to do better. And what I have to do, I have to move like how nature runs. I have to move how they move. I got to ride the flow like how they ride the flow. And then it's like, now if I want to be like, if I want to speed it up, write down my goals, set my goals up. And I'm going to say this, when you set your goals and write them every single day, set them every day, visualize it, manifest it, so you could clearly get it sooner. But then make sure you have no attachment. All my goals I have that I'm working on or I'm trying to get better at, I had no attachment. Me going to the gym and saying I'm going to do this and that's it, and don't have no attachment how long it's going to take, that's fine, you know? Me saying, hey, I'm going to do I'm going to do some core work. I was trying to say what his name. I got to work on pronouncing that. I'm going to do some core work, even though I don't want to do it. Don't have no attachment with it. If I want to go stretch out before I go to sleep, I can't think about how long it's going to take me. I got to stretch my body out so I'm good for the next day. You know what I'm saying? If I want to meditate for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, I'm going to do it and not open my eyes. I'm going to really lock in with this. So the meanings is, don't have no attachment, don't have no feelings towards it. And just, if you want to speed things up, you know? And then you got to be peaceful with your actions, how you doing it, so it could just feed yourself in a wonderful harmony. And not outside, but inner harmony. And that's what this chapter is mainly talking about. But look, man, that's all I got to say. As always, have a wonderful day. Live life. Try to get better every day. And, you know, learn from your mistakes from last day. But understand, always, I want to do one little tip. Is look how you are now than you were a year ago too. Like, appreciate where you are now. Look how you survived a lot of things and now you're getting better. I want you to do that sometimes, man. But as always, man, you have a wonderful day. Enjoy the people you love. Make sure you spend time with them. Also, just learn how to keep getting better, but don't rush things if you don't want to. But if you're trying to rush things, have no attachment with it. Set your goals, write them down, write them every day, and just work at it as nature. Work with like how nature is. Just flow it like a river, you know, chill like a hummingbird, you know what I'm saying? You know, chase it like a squirrel going for, you know, their little natural, nuts real quick, you know what I'm saying? Pause, you know what I'm saying? Not like that though, you know what I'm saying? But look, that's all I got to say. Like, subscribe, comment, all that, man. And y'all keep doing safe, man. Y'all keep doing y'all thing, man. And live life, man. Adios, amigos.